set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The first carry now for Doug Martin. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. A give going right to Martin. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
That's a 49-yard punt, 8th, though, on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now the 3rd leading rusher in the NFL last year, Todd Gurley. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill out the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Ryan, he's going to dump it off to Gurley. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Here's the 2nd year back from Southern Miss, Ito Smith. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
And the judge does a nice job there of navigating and picking up some yardage. Remember, no Tevin Coleman in the backfield, so he's moved up in the pecking order, getting a lot of playing time for these Atlanta Falcons.
From midfield now, here's Ryan. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards 2:22 on the clock. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, saying, hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
Offer mine.
Well, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Ryan, and this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Hayden Hurst, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Bryant tacks on the extra point. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Then he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Murray now on 1st down. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 2nd down now, it's Drake. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now Drake. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. On 2nd down, it's Drake. Muscles him off. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. And pretty good running as he'll be close to a first down at the Falcons' 40-yard line. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll roll him out right. He can run for it, and he will. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 19.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy, make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. On 1st and goal, Drake. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Throwing now is Murray. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
They'll run. Martin. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Murray now to throw. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Dante Fowler able to record his 5th sack of the season.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get through.
It's like you're going negative on me.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the three's just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the three is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
Now Ryan on first down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Staying on the ground, this time it's Smith. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
This one caught by Ridley. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
Calvin Ridley more than justified his first-round selection in 2018. 64 catches as a rookie and found the end zone 10 times. Did a nice job getting open right there and picking up a first down.
Completes it to Lee. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Falcons push further out in front. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. On the NFL scoreboard, an update from Los Angeles. And the 49ers are out to the early lead. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. Final 24 seconds of the first half as they come up here first and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Throwing on second and 3. Murray, that's complete to Butler. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Safety's creeping.
Throwing on first down is Murray. The pass complete to Hakeem Butler. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Well, later tonight, we have more football. Sunday night football, a good one out west. Steelers and Chargers might see equal amounts of black and gold mixed with a powder blue in the stands for that one. And then tomorrow, Monday night football, Detroit and Green Bay battle in the NFC North from Lambeau Field. Now this one into the hands of the tight end, Hayden Hurst. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now Ryan. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Now on second down, this is Gurley.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Back 25! Let's go. It's just me and you. 48's mine. 48's mine. You don't want none. Pick up the ball.
They'll try and run for it with Smith. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now it's Ryan. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. Just his second incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And a nice gain of 21 yards. They were in zone defensively, went with a crossing route. It's always interesting to watch that chess match.
Yeah, and I think safeties don't mind crossing routes against zone because eventually you're going to run into their territory, and that's when they lick their chops in order to get the big hit or playing the ball.
Offensively, nice execution to find a hole, make the catch. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Under 10, 10. Hey, watch it.
They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Following the penalty, it's Gurley. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Todd Gurley with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down.
That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals cut into that lead. We were just saying off-air during halftime, could they mount a comeback, and how would it start? Well, it started in a hurry.
Yeah, they have to get back into the game, right? So if you're going to do that, you think to yourself, we need points right here on the opening drive. But even in their best game plan, did they expect it to be a one-play drive and put the points on the board? Probably not.
No, probably not, but they got it in a big way. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it.
And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. The ex-Iowa Hawkeye Mike Daniels in for the sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Check 48's the mark. Check 48's the mark. Got.
On third down, Ryan. It got his man complete. And a big 32-yard play on third.
Now that one hurts defensively. They force them into 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3 and out. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10.
Shoot! Check! Hey, bye. Slow! No! Check! Check 52!
Now Ito Smith. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Here we go.
Back to the ground, this time with Gurley. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the fourth. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. Jones has it. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. On 1st and goal, Gurley. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
6 guys. Check. 22. Gun.
On 2nd and goal, Ryan. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. A nice job to get 11 out of that pass play, but now they face a 3rd and goal. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish, because strategy would tell.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Todd Gurley. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons push further out in front. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Yeah, after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A gain of 10, 1st down, Arizona. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. 1st down, Murray. It's complete to Hopkins. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A Cardinal 1st down on a gain of 13. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Murray now on 1st down. Got his man. It's Williams. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal 1st down. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 41. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Back to the air on 2nd down, it's Murray. That's going to be caught by Kirk. Well, that's a familiar connection right there. Christian Kirk was in the same class as Kyler Murray at Texas A&M. They played together as freshmen before Murray transferred. Kirk, though, he stayed in College Station, had a great 3-year career before being drafted 47th overall in 2018. Was having a solid rookie campaign last year, but then broke his foot in Week 13 and was shut down the rest of the way. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner Murray. Finds the open target, Arnold. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Justin Pugh, the left guard that time with a flag. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Let's go.
Murray to air it out again. And he hits Drake. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. To throw again on 2nd down. Murray. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. To throw, it's Murray. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Bryant's extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yes,
oh, now Murray has it stripped. And the Falcons grab it. Does the big boy have the juice? And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
Bryant tacks on the extra point. They've gone final now from Los Angeles. And it was the Niners who were able to come away with a victory there. A win would be just their second of the year if they could hold on. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Getting set to go again, DeAndre Hopkins marches back onto the field. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Now Murray. And his throw's going to be incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins, the Pro Bowler, the intended receiver. 3rd down here. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. To throw is Murray. Try to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Now Ryan leading the Falcons up to go for 2. After the interception, here's Ryan. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot.
No.
Okay.
Heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges.
Murray trying again after the pick 6. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Murray now under pressure again, and down he goes again. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 40, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Strip that ball.
wants to throw it. To the right side and complete to Hurst.